Okay, so today's challenge is you're going to make observations and then make conclusions or inferences from what you see. So we've got two boiling tubes with unknown solutions, solution A and solution B. And we're going to try and identify the cation and the anion present in both of these solutions. So first thing you have to do, if you look at your flow chart for identifying cations, you add 2 drops of dilute sodium hydroxide, and then we're going to see if a precipitate is formed. Okay, so we're going to put a few drops into the first one, into A. Whoa. Okay, and then can you put a few drops into B as well? Cool. All right, so we can see there that A, if you look really closely, has formed, there's a blue solid in there, isn't there? So we've got a blue precipitate and a brown precipitate for B. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the chart. All right, and hopefully looking there now, you could pick out the cation in A and the cation in B. Okay, so now we're going to try and work out the anion. So I've written down the colours of the precipitates we had when we were testing for the cation, and now we need to do the anion. So we've got 2 new samples of our A and B, and we need to use the anion flowchart this time. So we're going to add silver nitrate this time, okay? So we're going to add a few drops of silver nitrate to both of those boiling tubes and see if any precipitates formed. Just a few drops. Okay, and to the other one. All right, so this time we've got nothing happening. Okay, so no precipitate. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get some new samples, because if we look here, no precipitate, it means that it could be either a sulfate or a nitrate. So to check that, we're going to get a new sample and add barium nitrate. Okay, so we've got fresh solutions of unknown A and B, and we're now going to test it with barium nitrate. So if we put a few drops into both A and B, and again we're going to look, we'll stop. Okay, we're going to look for a precipitate. That's it. Okay, so we can see that this time A has definitely formed a precipitate. Now if we had, we could filter this and just check the colour, but that should actually be a white precipitate. Again, test tube B, we've got no precipitate. Okay, so we can see unknown A had a blue precipitate when we did the cation test and a white with the anion. Unknown B had a mud brown and then no precipitate for the anion. Now just to show you with the unknown A, if you filter it, the blue colour is the liquid part, and if you can see in my filter paper, hopefully, I'm not sure whether you can see it, but there is a white, like a white chalky precipitate that's got stuck in the filter paper there. Okay, so now you've got these observations, you're going to try and work out what unknown A and B are.